Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another Hero House Reviews. Today we're looking at the Marvel 80th Anniversary Korg and Grandmaster 2-pack. Now, right out of the gate, this probably isn't as strong as the Scourge and Hela 2-pack, just because it comes with very little in terms of accessories for what is the same price. And it's like two characters who I'd say aren't as essential, they're more fan favorites who, they wanted to release, and it's good that we got them, but there just hasn't been as much care put into this release. Korg, not so much. Korg is a fantastic figure. Like, he's had a lot of love put into him, to a respect. But Grandmaster almost feels like an afterthought, which is very disappointing, because we all love a bit of Jeff Goldblum. He was great in the movie, but this figure just doesn't really capture the essence of the Grandmaster character. As you can see, he comes with his melt stick. Now, it's made of a very soft plastic, and his hands, which are painted, they included the painted nails. The paint job on him is very good, I'll give them that. His hand that holds it is sculpted to be soft as well. Now, if they were going to do that, they should have made the staff more rigid so that they could, prise his fingers open. But as it is, you've got like two soft things slapping against each other, so he just doesn't hold it very well, which is a shame, and it means that the, staff itself was bent in the package, which happens to most of them from what I've gleaned. Now, Korg, on the other hand, his mace is, like, thicker, but also a soft material, but his hand is, sturdy, so you can get that in with much less issue. Now, I guess I'll zoom in on both of them. The Goldblum face, when you're looking close like that, there is, a fair bit of likeness, except for the fact that it's such a serious expression. At what stage in the movie was he that serious? It's not capturing the character. His articulation as well, the elbow's not double jointed, I don't think. No butterfly. He's got bicep swivel on one arm? Yeah, I think on only one arm. Double jointed elbow on that arm. Wristband, double jointed knees, and thigh swivel. But it doesn't really matter that much. Painted toenails, which is a neat addition, but it doesn't matter that much because they've sculpted his robe out of such a hard material that he just doesn't really bend that well, which is quite a shame. Korg, on the other hand, does have double-jointed elbows, which is great. He's got good maneuverability in the wrists, head on a ball joint, good arm mobility, double-jointed at the old knee, good ankle pivot, thigh cut for a good swivel, legs can come out to there, so he's a big boy. He is a big figure, but they've articulated him very well, so he's great. And I'm guessing this 2-pack exists mostly because they wanted to do a great Korg, and then they needed to make a figure that wasn't going to break the bank in terms of engineering or sculpt, and lo and behold, we have this Grandmaster. But why is he not smiling? I know the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version of him that comes with the collector is smiling, and it feels shit that you're still buying a 2-pack, but you're not getting that smiling face. It would have been very easy for them to include it as an extra, because as it is, this is very sparse on accessories. You have the staff and you have the mace. That's it. Like, Korg used a gun at one stage. You could have included, like, a resistance pamphlet as a joke. You could have done a lot more with this to make it more bang for your buck, because it came out at the same time as Scourge and Hela, which was poppin' with accessories. It came out in this 80th anniversary wave, which is meant to be, like, a celebration. And what we have here is two obscure characters who only one of them is a particularly well-done figure, and they're just lacking in accessories the whole way through. So, a bit of a misstep there. Sculpt is good, paint is nice little details, but not as polished as you want. Korg could have more of a black wash in his, crags to make him look more rocky. He still looks phenomenal. I'll get you in on that face, if it will take. But they very much have captured Taika Waititi's, Hebrew. So, good work on that front. Where do I want to place this? Like both the characters, Korg is phenomenal. Grandmaster, he's not bad. He's better in hand than I assumed he was based on pictures. Like, you could still have fun with him. But the lack of accessories. I mean, his San Diego Comic-Con release also came with, I think, the melt puddle, like someone he'd used the melt stick on. Which, again, they should have thrown into this. You were getting Grandmaster in that 2-pack at San Diego, and I think that was enough, you know, to make it unique. They didn't need to deny us a whole heap so they could release this figure twice. That seems cheap and lazy to me. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go 3.5? Do I want to be that? 3.5 isn't harsh. It's better than saying it's completely average. 3.5 out of 5. Korg is great. If he was on his own, I'd probably give him like a solid 5 or 4.5. Grandmaster is again a 3.5. He's just not remarkable in what he comes with, which is quite the shame. Anyway, let's move on over to some pictures, and then we'll wrap this up. One sec.
It's my birthday!
Alright, and there you have it, the Korg and Grandmaster 2-pack. I didn't break them up into sort of individual reviews like Scourge and Hela, because frankly, it wasn't necessary with what this pack comes with. I mean, there's so few accessories to show off. The Grandmaster himself is so limited in articulation. I did find out during the course of the photos that you can unbutton his robe, which mildly increases his, you know, articulation. But not even by that much, because the sleeve, his left hand, is molded on, so that doesn't come off, so it just leaves him wearing this strange, bizarre outfit, and he still has an arm that's not as well articulated as the other. All in all, quite the technical failure of a figure. I mean, his sculpting is excellent, his robe has detailing on it, his gauntlet has detailing on it. Well, not a gauntlet, his wristband? His sandals are detailed, you know, they've painted every individual toenail. They have put some effort in, but it's just like such a failure in so many regards that it really lets the 2-pack down. Korg is, again, phenomenal. So much fun to take pictures of, and a great figure in his own right. He looks amazing, well sculpted, great articulation. They didn't let his design hinder it at all, which just reinforces why they failed so badly with Grandmaster. So, yeah, 3.5 out of 5 for this 2-pack. Very disappointing, but Korg is a great figure. And if you love him from the movie, as many do, I would recommend picking this up for him and just considering Grandmaster like a cheap little bonus, even if, you know, it doesn't have the attitude of the character captured correctly and its articulation is not great. It's still a figure in and of its own right, and it saves you having to buy it on its own, because if it was a single release, it wouldn't be worth the $20, like straight up. Anyway, that's enough about that. Hopefully you've enjoyed this review. If you want to see more, we have plenty. If you want to see the action figures in action, we have figure fights and we have a hero house. So tune into those, they're a great time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again. Thanks, bye.